Welcome to our channel. Today, we're exploring some of the most rare and valuable presidential dollar coins ever minted, coins that carry incredible history and stunning artistry. From fascinating minting errors to portraits of the leaders who shaped America. Stick around, because some of these treasures are truly one of a kind and will leave every coin enthusiast amazed. Shiny, rare, and full of history, today's coin is one that instantly sparks curiosity. Just holding it, you can feel a connection to a time long ago, a story waiting to be uncovered. This is no ordinary dollar, it's the Millard Fillmore $1 coin, a remarkable piece that brings history, artistry, and craftsmanship into the palm of your hand. Millard Fillmore, the 13th President of the United States, isn't always the first name that comes to mind when thinking of U.S. presidents. Yet, his presidency was a crucial bridge in a nation teetering on the edge of division. He stepped into office in 1850 unexpectedly, after the passing of President Zachary Taylor, and faced a country grappling with intense political and social challenges. His leadership during that delicate time has often been described as cautious yet deliberate, striving for unity amidst growing tensions. And now, over a century later, his legacy lives on in metal, immortalized through this distinctive coin. What makes this coin so captivating is how it captures Fillmore's essence. The obverse, the front of the coin, features a finely detailed portrait of him. Look closely, and you can see the careful attention given to his high forehead, firm jaw, and thoughtful expression. Every curve, every line, is designed to reflect the character of a man who navigated one of America's most challenging decades. It's not just a coin, it's a miniature portrait that tells a story, a tiny window into history. Turn it over, and the reverse design continues to impress. While various editions have slightly different designs, many showcase symbolic imagery tied to Fillmore's era and ideals, elements that represent unity, progress, or the American spirit. Eagles, laurel wreaths, or architectural motifs may appear, each chosen carefully to echo the themes of leadership and legacy. The reverse is more than decoration, it's a visual reminder that coins can carry meaning far beyond their face value, connecting history, symbolism, and artistry in a single piece. The craftsmanship behind this coin is remarkable. Each detail was struck with precision, whether in copper nickel, silver, or special collector editions. The U.S. Mint ensured that every line, from the fine details in Fillmore's hair to the intricate designs on the reverse, was crisp and clear. Some editions even feature proof-like finishes, with mirror-like backgrounds and frosted portraits, elevating the coin to a small work of art. Handling it, you can feel the weight and texture, reminding you that coins are tactile connections to the past, not just symbols of currency. Part of what makes the Millard Fillmore dollar coin so special is its rarity. Unlike coins you see every day, Fillmore dollars were produced in limited numbers, making them prized among collectors. A coin in excellent condition can be especially notable, standing out for its preserved detail and pristine finish. Its scarcity, combined with historical significance, makes it a coin that is both fascinating and treasured. Collectors often appreciate this coin not just for what it is, but for the story it tells. It represents an era of American history that is sometimes overlooked, a presidency marked by compromise, careful leadership, and efforts to keep a nation together. Owning a Fillmore dollar coin is like holding a piece of that time in your hand. It invites curiosity, sparks conversation, and offers a tangible connection to mid-19th century America that few other coins can provide. The artistic side of the coin is equally captivating. The U.S. Mint worked to ensure that the portrait and reverse designs were authentic, capturing Fillmore's likeness from historical paintings and daguerreotypes. Every curve, line, and emblem was carefully considered, so that even in miniature, the coin reflects historical accuracy, artistry, and symbolism. It's a piece that appeals to history enthusiasts, numismatists, and anyone who appreciates the story behind an object, not just the object itself. Even more fascinating is the coin's ability to spark imagination. Imagine holding it and picturing the events of 1850, the debates over national unity, the passage of the Compromise of 1850, and Fillmore's efforts to maintain balance during a volatile period. The coin becomes more than metal, it becomes a storyteller, carrying echoes of a time when the nation's future hung in the balance. For those who collect, a coin like this is special because of its combination of rarity, condition, and historical importance. Coins that have been preserved with care, that retain their original detail and finish, are particularly admired. Their value isn't just in the metal, they are treasured for the stories they preserve and the artistry they showcase. The Millard Fillmore dollar coin is also a testament to the enduring mission of numismatics, preserving history, celebrating achievement, and providing a tangible link to the past. It reminds us that history is not just in books or lectures, it can be held, examined, and appreciated with the senses. Coins like this allow us to touch the past, to feel a connection to people and events that shape the world we live in today. In short, the Millard Fillmore dollar coin is a gem for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Its detailed design, careful craftsmanship, historical significance, and rarity make it a coin to treasure. Holding it, you're not just holding currency, you're holding a story, a piece of history, and a reminder of the care and artistry that went into preserving America's past. So, as we kick off today's exploration of coins, the Millard Fillmore dollar coin sets the stage perfectly, rare, intriguing, and full of history, waiting for those who appreciate the stories hidden in metal. Every line, every design choice, every detail invites us to look closer, think deeper, and marvel at the journey this coin has taken, from the 1850s to your hands today. Up next, we have a coin that immediately captures attention, a piece of history that is as intriguing as it is rare. The Zachary Taylor presidential coin, a unique minting error, is not just another coin, it's a tangible link to the life and legacy of the 12th President of the United States. For collectors and history enthusiasts alike, this coin is a conversation starter, a miniature time capsule that carries both artistry and a hint of mystery. Zachary Taylor is often remembered as the general who rose to fame on the battlefield, earning the nickname Old Rough and Ready for his fearless leadership during the Mexican-American War. His popularity as a military hero propelled him into the presidency, even though he had little political experience. Taylor's brief time in office was marked by a commitment to preserving the Union amidst growing tensions, and his leadership remains a significant, if sometimes overlooked, chapter in American history. Holding a coin that bears his likeness is more than just collecting, it's holding a piece of that story in your hand. What makes this coin truly fascinating is the minting error that sets it apart from standard issues. Errors in coins are incredibly rare, and in this case, it transforms a presidential dollar into a one-of-a-kind collectible. The anomaly could be a slight misstrike, a doubled feature, or a subtle imperfection that occurred during the minting process, yet these small differences make the coin exceptionally prized. It's a reminder that even in precision craftsmanship, unexpected moments can create extraordinary outcomes. On the obverse, the coin features a detailed portrait of Zachary Taylor. The engravers captured his strong jawline, determined expression, and high forehead with remarkable precision. Even in miniature, Taylor's character shines through, the expression of a man who led armies, faced immense pressure, and stepped into the highest office of the nation unexpectedly. The minting error only adds to the coin's allure, making it distinct from every other Taylor coin minted. Collectors recognize that such variations are not flaws, but features that elevate the coin's significance and rarity. The reverse maintains the classic presidential coin design, often featuring the American eagle, wreaths, or other symbolic imagery associated with leadership and the nation. When paired with the obverse error, the coin becomes more than currency, it becomes a story, a tangible link between history, craftsmanship, and chance. Each line and symbol on the reverse is carefully designed, reinforcing the coin's connection to Taylor's presidency and to the broader narrative of American leadership. Rarity is a key reason this coin is so captivating. Coins with minting errors often survive in very limited numbers, and those that remain in excellent condition are particularly sought after. The Zachary Taylor error coin is a perfect example of this. It is a piece that stands out not only for its historical significance but for the unusual characteristics that make it unique. Collectors value it for the story it tells, the precision craftsmanship, and the unmistakable rarity that cannot be replicated. Beyond its technical aspects, there's a certain thrill in owning a coin like this. It's a bridge to the past, a way to hold history in your hand and feel a connection to a man who shaped the country in subtle but important ways. Taylor's presidency may have been brief, but his legacy endures, immortalized in this coin. Every imperfection and every detail tells a story, making the coin a true conversation piece that sparks curiosity and admiration. Imagine the journey this coin has taken, from the minting press where the error occurred to the hands of collectors who recognize its uniqueness. It's a reminder that history often comes with surprises, and the most memorable artifacts are sometimes those that were never meant to be ordinary. The Zachary Taylor error coin is a perfect example, a blend of history, artistry, and rarity that appeals to anyone fascinated by presidential coins or numismatics in general. The artistry of the coin is another factor that makes it so appealing. Engravers worked carefully to ensure Taylor's likeness was accurate, drawing from portraits and historical references to create a miniature work of art. Every curve of his hair, every line in his expression, and every symbol on the reverse was intentionally designed. Then, with the minting error, the coin became a one-of-a-kind piece, a reminder that even small accidents can produce extraordinary results. And now, the moment that highlights just how remarkable this coin truly is. The Zachary Taylor presidential coin with its rare minting error is considered an exceptional piece in the world of collectors. For those fortunate enough to own one in top condition, it represents a combination of history, rarity, and uniqueness that is hard to match. Its value reflects not just the coin itself, but the story it tells, the artistry it preserves, and the rare chance to own something truly extraordinary. In fact, this remarkable coin is valued at $48,000, an impressive figure that underscores its rarity and the high regard collectors have for it. It's a stunning reminder that sometimes, the most memorable treasures are those that were never intended to be perfect, yet become extraordinary precisely because of it. Holding the Zachary Taylor error coin, you are not just holding a piece of metal, you are holding history, artistry, and a story that has endured for decades. It's a coin that invites curiosity, sparks imagination, and connects us to a fascinating chapter of American history. Now let's move on to a coin that embodies intellect, diplomacy, and the enduring legacy of one of America's most accomplished leaders. The John Quincy Adams presidential dollar is not just currency, it's a window into history, a miniature tribute to a man whose influence extended far beyond his presidency and shaped the young nation in profound ways. John Quincy Adams, the sixth President of the United States, is often remembered for his sharp mind and remarkable diplomatic career. Long before stepping into the White House, Adams had already established himself as a statesman of exceptional talent. He served as a diplomat in Europe, helped negotiate the Treaty of Ghent that ended the War of 1812, and played a crucial role in formulating the Monroe Doctrine, which would define American foreign policy for generations. His presidency, while often overshadowed by more flamboyant figures, was guided by vision, intelligence, and a steadfast commitment to progress. Owning a coin in his honor allows collectors to hold a piece of that story in their hands. The obverse of the coin captures John Quincy Adams in remarkable detail. Unlike other presidential coins that may focus on bravado or charisma, this portrait emphasizes thoughtfulness, wisdom, and composure. The engravers meticulously carved his features, the furrowed brow of a man constantly weighing decisions, the firm set of his mouth suggesting determination, and the lines that reflect a lifetime of public service. Holding this coin, one can almost sense the weight of responsibility Adams bore during both his presidency and his extensive diplomatic career. On the reverse, the design continues to tell a story. Often adorned with symbolic elements such as the eagle, laurel wreaths, or architectural motifs representing governance and progress, the imagery reflects Adams' dedication to the nation's growth. Each symbol is carefully chosen, reinforcing the themes of leadership, vision, and enduring influence. This is a coin that communicates history without words, a miniature canvas capturing the ideals that defined Adams' life and work. What makes this coin particularly special to collectors is its rarity and condition. Presidential dollars honoring less prominent figures often had smaller mintage numbers, making them harder to find today, especially in pristine condition. A coin with sharp details, smooth edges, and a bright, well-preserved surface is a treasure for anyone passionate about numismatics. The John Quincy Adams dollar offers not just monetary value, but historical value, connecting the owner to an era of thoughtful governance and foundational diplomacy. For those who appreciate numismatic artistry, the level of detail in this coin is extraordinary. Every strand of Adam's hair, every crease in his clothing, and every element of the background was engraved with care to preserve the dignity of his image. The result is a coin that feels alive, as though the man himself could step out of history and speak to us. The artistry extends to the reverse, where even the smallest symbols communicate ideals of leadership and vision. Beyond its physical attributes, the John Quincy Adams dollar carries a story that is both inspiring and educational. Adams' career demonstrates that leadership is not always about personal popularity or fame, but about intellect, foresight, and service to the greater good. Collectors and history enthusiasts alike are drawn to this coin because it allows them to hold a piece of that narrative in their hands, a reminder that some of the most impactful figures in history are also the most thoughtful. This coin also offers a sense of connection to the past. Imagine holding it and picturing Adams negotiating treaties in Europe, advocating for infrastructure and scientific advancement, or debating policy with Congress. Each glance at the coin evokes the complexity and vision of a man dedicated to building a stronger, more prosperous America. It's not just a collector's item, it's a tactile link to history. Preservation is key in coins like this. A John Quincy Adams dollar in exceptional condition, free of scratches, discoloration, or wear, becomes highly sought after. Its rarity, coupled with the historical significance of the president it honors, elevates it above ordinary collectibles. It is a coin that sparks curiosity, invites study, and encourages appreciation for both history and art. And now, the moment that underscores just how extraordinary this coin is: the John Quincy Adams presidential dollar, maintained in exceptional condition and celebrated for its rarity and historical significance, is valued at $55,000. This figure reflects not only its scarcity but the admiration collectors have for a president whose life was defined by intellect, service, and vision. Owning this coin is more than a hobby, it's a privilege. It represents history, artistry, and a personal connection to a leader who helped shape the American Republic. The John Quincy Adams dollar reminds us that even the most understated legacies can be immortalized in ways that inspire, educate, and captivate. It's a coin that invites reflection, celebrates achievement, and preserves the story of a man whose contributions continue to resonate nearly 2 centuries later. Whether you are a collector, a history enthusiast, or simply someone fascinated by the stories behind presidential dollars, this coin stands out as a rare gem. Its beauty, rarity, and historical weight make it a treasure that transcends its material, becoming a symbol of enduring achievement and thoughtful leadership. And finally, we arrive at the highlight of today's collection, the coin that stands out above all others in both rarity and historical significance. The James Madison $1 coin, featuring a rare minting error, is a masterpiece for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. This is not just another presidential dollar, it is the crown jewel of today's lineup, a piece that commands attention simply by the story it carries, and one that embodies the perfect blend of history, artistry, and rarity. James Madison, the 4th President of the United States, is often celebrated as the "father of the Constitution" for his pivotal role in drafting and shaping the nation's governing document. He was a brilliant thinker, a meticulous planner, and a statesman whose influence went far beyond his presidency. Madison's vision helped establish the foundation of the United States government, balancing power and protecting individual liberties, and his ideas still resonate today. Holding a coin that commemorates Madison is like holding a miniature tribute to one of the most influential figures in American history, a tangible connection to the early years of the Republic. What makes this coin truly exceptional is the minting error. Unlike standard issues, this anomaly gives the coin a distinct character, setting it apart from every other James Madison dollar in existence. Minting errors are rare occurrences, sometimes caused by misalignment, doubled features, or other anomalies in the coin press, and each one is unique. These imperfections are precisely what elevate a coin from ordinary to extraordinary. Collectors and enthusiasts view such coins as treasures because they capture a moment in history that cannot be reproduced. This is not merely a dollar coin, it is a symbol of rarity, chance, and the fascinating unpredictability of the minting process. The obverse of the coin features Madison's likeness in remarkable detail. The engravers captured his thoughtful expression, high forehead, and distinctive features, reflecting the intellect and foresight that defined his career. Unlike coins honoring more flamboyant presidents, this portrait emphasizes Madison's wisdom and careful deliberation, qualities that guided his leadership and diplomatic efforts. With the minting error, the coin becomes even more compelling, a one-of-a-kind artifact that draws the eye and sparks curiosity. The reverse design further complements the obverse, often showcasing symbols that evoke Madison's achievements and the nation's ideals. Eagles in flight, wreaths of honor, and inscriptions celebrating liberty and governance transformed this coin from mere currency into a miniature work of art. Each element is deliberate, carefully chosen to honor Madison's contributions to the United States. Together, the front and back of the coin tell a story of leadership, intellect, and enduring historical impact. Rarity is a key factor in the coin's significance. Coins with errors are typically produced in extremely limited numbers, and those that survive in pristine condition are even more extraordinary. The James Madison dollar, with its rare anomaly and exceptional preservation, is highly coveted by collectors. It represents the pinnacle of what a presidential dollar can be, a blend of historical importance, unique characteristics, and enduring collector appeal. Holding this coin, one can almost feel the weight of Madison's legacy. Imagine him debating in the Constitutional Convention, drafting pivotal documents, or navigating the complexities of early American governance. Each glance at the coin serves as a reminder of the intellect, foresight, and perseverance that helped establish the United States. It is more than an object of monetary value, it is a storytelling piece, a bridge to history, and a tangible connection to one of America's foundational leaders. The artistry of the coin is another remarkable aspect. Every detail, from the texture of Madison's hair to the fine lines of his clothing and the intricate lettering, showcases the skill of the engravers. When paired with the minting error, these details make the coin a visual marvel, a collectible that appeals to both numismatists and history enthusiasts. It demonstrates how even a small coin can carry immense historical and artistic weight. In addition to its artistry and historical significance, the coin's preservation amplifies its desirability. A James Madison dollar that remains crisp, clean, and well-defined is exceedingly rare. Its scarcity, combined with the unusual minting error, elevates it above ordinary collectibles, making it a centerpiece for any serious collection. This is the kind of coin that not only tells a story but also sparks imagination, inviting viewers to reflect on Madison's life, his achievements, and the legacy of his ideas. Collectors are particularly drawn to this coin for the unique combination of factors it represents: historical importance, minting anomaly, artistic detail, and exceptional condition. It is a tangible reminder that history is not just found in books or paintings, it can be held, studied, and admired in the form of a small, extraordinary coin. The James Madison dollar encapsulates a narrative of leadership, intellect, and rarity that few other coins can match. And now, the moment that underscores the true prominence of this coin, the James Madison $1 coin, featuring a rare minting error and preserved in outstanding condition, is valued at $66,000. If you've enjoyed exploring these incredible presidential coins with me, don't forget to show your support. Make sure to like this video, share it with fellow collectors and history lovers, and leave a comment telling us which coin amazed you the most. Your engagement really helps us bring more fascinating coin stories to life. And of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our future videos on rare and valuable coins. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. It means the world to us, and we can't wait to share more treasures from the past with you.